What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. Okay, Google just dropped the last of the developer previews for Android 15. This is the second one, so it's DP2, and we are installing it right now on our Pixel 8 Pro. And I'm definitely excited because we've heard there's some new features added, and obviously there's a whole bunch of coding change for this. So I'm going to go ahead and get this restarted so we can do our video on this. As you can see, it's actually restarting, if you can see it from the glare. Sorry about that. But like I said, this is the last of the developer previews. The first beta is actually going to be out in April, which is just a couple of short weeks away. So that means it is getting more stable. Those new features will be coming out since we'll be out of the developer preview aspect, and there should be a ton to see in the coming months before platform stability. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at what's new in this build. Let's go. So as you can see, here's our new splash screen that says System Update, your device has received a custom update developer preview program. We'll go ahead and say OK, and let's do our temperature check. For those of you that are new to the channel or don't follow us regularly, every time a software comes out for iOS or Android, we like checking the device to see the heat management. And the real simple, easy reasoning is because just how much better Android phones really do over iOS devices, and obviously iPhone specifically. They regularly range over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty crazy and a pretty poor showing of just how bad iOS manages updates. So jumping right into some of these items here, let's go into settings and about phone. This build of the developer preview 2 comes with a build number of AP31.240.223.016.3A. So nothing crazy there, but that is what this build number is going to be. Again, you can see vanilla ice cream, and one call out here, you can see that the image is now back to the circular one, not the V that was priorly showing. However, if you do hold down and try to get that Easter egg, it is still working, and it is still, again, the same as the last one, where you have your little rocket ship, or whatever you want to call it, dancing around in the blank space, trying to find the sun. This build also came in kind of small. It was just under a gigabyte on the Pixel 8 Pro at 0.98 gigabytes. Nothing crazy there, so very good. Let's go ahead and talk about actually some of the bigger changes here. And one of the first ones is going to be the actually ability to, well, archive apps. And you can see it right here when you long press down. It is grayed out for system apps that you cannot archive, but there is an option now that is enabled in Developer Preview 2. If you actually jump into something you downloaded, so such as this Disney World app, and we go to App Info, you can see it is highlighted now that you can archive the app. This has been in discussion for a while, and it is actually finally live now. What's pretty cool is the Pixel Launcher also has an apps list setting page that contains swipe up to start searches as a settings toggle. In order to find this, again, it's on the Pixel Launcher, so you're going to long press on an empty area on your home screen, go to Home Settings, and then scroll down to Apps List Settings. And there it is, swipe up to start search. Right there, it's just a toggle to turn on and off. And now it's saying always show keyboard after swiping up on your home screen to search. Nice little addition there that should make it a little easier to do a little searching. And now if you go also under settings, let me actually get out of this, and we'll go under settings. Connected devices, there's a new audio sharing setting finally here. I don't believe it's fully working, but it is finally in this beta that will allow you to make it easier for users to basically start and joining Aurocast. Basically, it's Bluetooth LE audio broadcasting sessions. Very, very cool that it is finally baked in to Android 15 DP2. Now for the next one, I don't use an Android phone or an iPhone for that matter as a webcam, but if you do, they have now added a new HQ or high quality mode. So when you have your Android device plugged in to your computer, it will now recognize it as a webcam feature and add the high quality mode right there. There is also a new satellite messaging page. We knew this is coming. It's been talked about for a while. It is finally actually in this developer preview. If you go into your settings and search for satellite, If I could type, it would help. So you can see it comes up under other, satellite messaging, and it is not activated by default, so that's why you're not seeing it yet. However, when it is, it will be enabled here. If you do like invoking some runtime kernels and stuff like that, you can actually get it publicly by invoking a certain setting. It's called android.settings.satellite_settings intent action. That will activate it. You'll get a little bit more information, but for just anybody looking to do this, it is currently not showing. Also added here is the ability to change media output permission pages. Basically, the media routing control permission is allowing apps to control the routing of media apps, but it is technically used on the backend only for a role called companion device watch. So nothing we're really going to show there. And then also talking about those webcam modes, anytime you actually initiate any sort of USB, not even debugging, but USB settings, if you're changing it from MIDI to PTP to webcam to file transfer to tethering, it now requires a biometric authentication, aka obviously a fingerprint prompt. That is actually going to work there. There's also a new key event that'll open the emoji picker on the default keyboard if you're all about that as well. There's some other backend new package manager and installer APIs. Those are the majority of what we're seeing here. Pixel Fold has a new swipe up to continue lock screen feature and all of that other stuff. So there's a new disable default frame rate for gaming in developer options that we can show you actually. So let's jump into developer options here. And if you scroll down through here, it is going to read disable default frame rate for gaming. Let's see if we could find it. And it's right there. So what this is going to do is disable limiting the maximum frame rate for gaming at 60 Hertz. So that is again one of those user-facing changes right now in Developer Preview 2, if you care to use it. But again, you do need developer options activated. So that is the majority of what we found so far. I'm sure there's still a lot more to be seen. Obviously, the app archive feature is one of the biggest ones that's here finally that we've been discussing for a while, so definitely good to see. Let us know in the comments down below, are you running the developer preview or are you going to jump on the bandwagon for the first beta that could be released as soon as a couple weeks from now? Let us know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. We're going to lock this baby up and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.